He is a man like any other man. He dances. He sings.
I live inside a dream. Hold on to my spirit as the sail calls the wind. Hear the
He fills
angels
his life
sing.
with joy and merriment whenever he can. This is a man who suffers like some other men, not from love or the meaning of life. He suffers from a debilitative disorder 1 in 50 people get, called OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. I am Heimlich Rickenson. I shall be getting to the bottom of this one man's problems.
Hello, my name is Turk Laslo. I suffer from OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. It's debilitating for my whole life, particularly with my family. I used to be a family man, but can't seem to cope with the OCD anymore. It was quite crippling, the OCD, because having OCD is just totally a bummer. When I'll leave the house, I'll have to lock the door 5 or 10 times to make sure that it's locked properly. I'll turn lights on 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, 290, 340, 560, 700,000, 41, 18 million times before I leave a room. You can see sometimes I get a little carried away with my numbers as well. It's part of my OCD. Sometimes I can't stop talking about it. But the cleaning is really the crux of the problem. All I can quite think about is getting things more and more clean. I'm never clean enough. My environment is never clean enough. I can't stop cleaning anything, everything. I'll see something to clean, and probably I'll end up cleaning it, is what I'll do. That's because of the OCD. I'll use a knife, and I'll clean it after using it. The whole thing too, and that takes at least 10 seconds out of my day. What had happened originally was that to set my OCD going was my wife had an aneurysm, and I just guess it got the better of me, all the pain and the tragedy of it.
Mr. Laslo and his wife Beverly Laslo went for a trip to the small-town shopping center. Mr. Laslo was looking to get himself a new fondue set, as his wife was looking at a pair of Scandinavian leather boots of the highest quality. Little did they know what was to come moments from this moment. As Mr. Laslo was walking away from his wife Beverly, she was stricken with a life-threatening aneurysm. She survived, but they would never truly be the same again.
A switch hit. I stopped dancing. I stopped having fun with my wife. But then things got better, and my wife helped me through my pain, and I helped her through hers, and we started dancing again, going to nightclubs and feeling the groove of the music all evening until we couldn't dance on our little feet anymore, and I stopped cleaning, and I think that's when God struck my wife down. One of the more sad moments in my life was when my wife passed away. The official diagnosis was, I believe, asphyxiation by Nutella sandwich. It was a terrible tragedy, but it was my own fault in the end for not following the wishes of the great Lord. All praise be to him, the great Lord. When you think about it, the world doesn't have any real way to clean itself. Not like some of these new microwaves and ovens. Brilliant design, by the way. But the world doesn't have such mechanisms. When you think about it, amongst all of God's chaos, the psychics were right to say that one day we'd be brought down. To one day say that if we did not clean his planet, he would take the planet from us. Though I always felt that as I grew old, God would somehow come into my life. But he didn't. I don't know what he thinks of me. If I were him, I wouldn't think much of me either. dirt. That's pretty much my life every second of the day. That's the monologue going through my head. The dirt. The dirt. Imagine that running through your head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 11 months plus one more month to complete the entire year. A year of 12 months is the life I live. Probably you at home as well are living the entire 12 months. No one's allowed to skip February as much as they'd like to.